Time now for this hour's car review. Monsieur Mars has the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek.
Go ahead, spit it out. It's 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness, which is all-wheel drive because that's just standard on the Subarus. This is the third generation of this vehicle, and it's available in 5 different trim levels. You can get the Limited, you can get the Base, the Premium, the Sport, then the Limited, and the new for 2024, the Wilderness Edition. Now, this is a small SUV, but like we were talking with Alex at Consumer Reports earlier, it doesn't really feel like a small SUV.
It makes their top 10 list.
Mm-hmm. It does. And in fact, on the Monroney We Guide, it says it's Consumer Reports recommended. So apparently they like it a lot.
I like it too.
So when you look at the outside of it, on the exterior, you're going to find LED lighting all the way around with the responsive headlights that are going to be fully follow your steering and stuff, which I really like those kind of things. It does have the ladder type roof rails, which I was surprised to find out that it will support 700 pounds up there on the roof of that thing. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen anybody tout that kind of level. So you're going to find the heated side mirrors, got a heated windshield on it. We had the optional moon roof and the optional 17-inch black finished alloy wheels, which looked really good with the Alpine green paint option that we had.
Yeah.
It was a nice looking combination.
It was.
And got a lot of comments on this vehicle. So you move into the interior, we had the StarTex trimmed upholstery, which is a synthetic leather, and the Starlink communication connected services that go along with that on the 11.6-inch multimedia screen. That's where you're going to find your nav, all your convenience controls. And we also had a wireless phone charger, had front and rear USB so that everybody in the vehicle could get plugged in and stay connected.
I like the dash
through
pod.
the Starlink.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
We also had the optional cargo cover in the back that folds out, which I like those because things you got back there keeps them out of sight, out of mind if somebody that happens to look in there and decide they like it enough to want to borrow it from you. Mm-hmm. And we had the optional Hardin Karman audio system, which I highly recommend in this vehicle because there is a little bit of, it is an off-road type vehicle. It's very off-roady wilderness set. So it's got a little bit of road noise on it, but you can blast that smooth right on out of there and not have to worry about it. We also had the 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine. Now, this is the larger engine that we talked about briefly when we were talking with Alex. 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. Not a race car by any means, but it's got plenty of power to do what you want to do. It's backed by a CVT, but it does have an optional 8-speed manual mode that you can use with the paddle shifters. So if you're out really into trying to do a little rough off-roading and you want to pull that down and try to do a little manual controls with the transmission, you can do that.
You can do some jumps with that.
Getting some donkey on.
You can do that. Yeah.
Get your donkey on.
And I also was surprised to find out about this vehicle because of its size that it's capable of towing up to 3,500 pounds.
Wow.
Which is almost the vehicle weight.
And 700 and something on the roof and then 3,500.
I mean, you got this thing loaded down then. Now, the EPA says the city, you should be looking for about 25. Out on the highway, you should be looking for 29 miles per gallon. So your combined runs out to 27. Now, I drove this vehicle 383.3 miles, got 25.6, and I was very happy with that because I really like the drivability of this vehicle. You get in it, like we were talking earlier, you get in it, you feel good, the doors swing wide, so it's easy to get in, you feel comfortable, you feel confident in your driving position.
I feel good in anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the seats are elevated a little bit. It's got a high roof line, so it feels roomier than what it actually is. And by the same token, that also gives you a lot of viewing space through the glass from the driver's perspective. So you got great driver views. Now, the base model on this vehicle is $26,540, which surprised me again. About the pricing on this. The base trim that we were driving is $31,995 and MSRP is $35,955, including a $12.95 destination fee. If you're looking for something that's also in that category, you might look over at the Ford Bronco Sport, $31,230 for the base. Jeep Compass is another small SUV, $25,900, and the Mazda CX-30 comes in at $24,995. in that small, highly competitive, small SUV category.
Thank you, sir. If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com, and be sure to follow.